Alright guys, so we are going to talk about activity 1 for unit 2. This is worth 15 points. Remember, you have 3 activities each unit, so this is the first one that's going to be due. So we're talking about ecosystems. So what they want you to do is they want you to pretend that you own a logging company, basically. So you're going to be getting cutting down timber, and you're getting those logs to a sawmill to be made into lumber for houses. However, you use a forest and a river to transport logs to the mill. So that would mean you're probably putting them on a ship and transporting them down. That's going to be easier. So those are 2 big ecosystems that you're going to go through. You're going to have to work with the EPA, the local environment agency, and this is real life. This is what they have to do with the 2 ecosystems and talk about how you are affecting those environmental resources of soil, water, and air. So create a fictional company, create a report that shows the information you gather. So this is the information that you need to gather, and you're going to present it. I would do this in a Google Doc, and I would just have the bullet points, and I would go through and fill out each bullet point or do it as a table. Okay. So you need a brief overview of your current ag practices for the company. So what are you doing? You are running a sawmill or a logging company. So you are cutting down timber and you're using that. That's your ag practices. Organisms. In each ecosystem that your activity impacts and how your activities impact each organism. So you're going to have to come up with 3 for each ecosystem. Remember, we're doing a forest and river. So in a forest, if you're cutting down the timber, you're affecting those 3 species. So 3 different organisms. That can be a plant, animal, insect. I would do one of each. So right now, off the top of my head, I'm thinking about a tree. I'm affecting eagles. Okay, they're going to nest at the top of the trees. I'm ruining their habitat by taking it down. I'm affecting the moss that's going to grow on the trees. Okay, this is a plant in the ecosystem. I'm taking that away because I'm taking the tree away. I'm affecting a wood-boring ant that's going to live in the tree as well. So those are 3 organisms that I'm taking away, or that I'm affecting. Okay, and then you're going to go to the river. Who are you affecting by putting a ship in the river? That ship is going to have exhaust that's going to go in there. So you could have 3 different types of fish, 3 different types of water insects, water bugs, river otters are a great example. How your activities impact the soil, water, and air in the 2 ecosystems. So in the forest, we're doing forest and river. How does logging affect it? So forest, how is it going to affect the soil? It's going to do something when you're taking out those trees. The water and the air. Okay, you're using big equipment to cut those logs, and to ship it in the river. So that's where your air pollutants are going to come from. So tell me what you're doing to those 2 ecosystems. Make sure you do river and forest. For each one, soil, water, and air, describe potential sources of pollution from the activities. Remember, we talked about construction is a big part of that. So talk about how that's going to affect it. Even go to like your workers. They're probably going to throw down some trash on the ground. That's going to affect the soil. So those are 2 sources of pollution right there. They're going to be the carbon emissions coming from the equipment, spilled oil. You could do plastic trash. That's 3 right there. Then you're just going to put it and you're going to present it in a report. Make sure you follow this table so you can get full credit. Okay? So just answer those bullets thoroughly. Make sure you're using for forest and river, and you should be good to go. Again, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, email, dial pad, or make an office hour. Make sure whenever you're done, you submit it in the Unit 2 Activity 1 Dropbox, and this is going to be due October 9th. Okay, so make sure you submit that. If you submit a Google file, make sure you give me access, please.